Next live, 4 minds wide, walking calm, leaving spot. Clench fists on the truth, we connect like a chain. Got the crowd leaning in for the clash of the brains. Every take heavy, every word on flame. If you scared of the storm, better guard your frame. Steel string swing, let the bass line growl. We dissect, redirect, call the fear out loud. From the myths to the markets, all masks come off. When the horsemen ride in, fake thrones get tossed. Yeah, this the Horsemen Podcast. Say it once, let the name hit back. 4 voices, 1 raw broadcast. If you came for the smoke, we pass that. 4 horsemen ride. Oh, 4 horsemen ride. Yeah, oh. Keys strike like a gavel when the facts come down. Every angle on the table, spin the whole thing round. We don't chase trends, we expose those scripts. Put the pressure on the line till the surface splits. Big talk at the bar, now it's live on air. If it shakes your beliefs, that's the price of fair. From the grind to the grief to the wins we stack. Cross the line, press play, ain't no turning back. Yeah, this the 4 Horsemen Podcast. Say it once, let the name hit back. 4 voices, 1 raw broadcast. If you came for the smoke, we pass that. 4 horsemen ride. Oh, 4 horsemen ride.
I gotta say, I think the Livingston man could absolutely shred that on his new guitar. Just saying. Good.
Country rock, I could play that with sleep with one hand.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival edition of the 4 Horsemen Podcast. Back, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I tell you what, I have got some questions for y'all. Now, I had messaged the guys earlier today, and I told everybody that I did not have any questions yet. This was like, what, 2 o'clock? I'm like, I ain't got nothing yet, but I got to get down and start setting some tiles. And it's methodical work for me, and my mind can kind of do its thing while my hands are doing their thing. And I got to thinking about the rule of threes, right? In survival, we have the rule of threes. We can go, 3 minutes without breathable air, right?
Yep.
We can go 3 hours without shelter in the wrong elements. And we can go 3 weeks without food. And there's a couple other threes in there too, but those are the basics, right? So it got me thinking about the rule of threes. And I'll start with the first question tonight, and you guys can pick whoever goes first. Get home bags, right? What are the 3 most important items in your get home bag? And contrary to that, what 3 items do you consider to be redundant or dead weight? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Vision, preparedness. What do you think?
I'll take a stab. The 3 things. Say that again. The 3 things that are
the 3 things in your get home bag that are the most important, and the 3 things that you could potentially do without. You know, they're too redundant or whatever the case may be. Maybe you've used your bug out bag and got home and be like, man, I didn't even use this thing.
Right. Okay.
Why do I even carry the extra weight?
First would be security, which I keep magazines, extra magazines in the get home bag because I always have my thing with me. Communications. I have a dedicated ham radio in the bag, and I have a Meshtastic device that lives in the vehicle. Third would be shelter. And when I say shelter, I mean either I have a what do you call them thingamabobs or dudes? Tarp that I can use to make a shelter. I also have a rain slicker that I can put on, and a change of clothes.
Awesome. What do you think the 3 items are that are redundant? What are some of the things in your bag that you could probably get away without?
Food.
Right.
Because I've got some freeze-dried stuff in there and some protein bars and all that other stuff. I have a grail that I keep in there. But I also have a Silcock key, so I could get water. The other redundancy would be fire. I got a fire starter kit in there, but I always have a flint and steel in my pocket that's about that big. So those are my redundancies that I could do without.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, no, it goes to show you we're always of the mindset that 2 is 1 and 1 is none.
Correct.
And it ends up weighing us down in the end.
It does.
Right? Because we're always with the what ifs. Personally, for me, I have a Silcock key, but I don't carry it because very few places around here have that kind of commercial hookup for like a hose bib or something.
Right.
We're a little more on the au naturel, just turn the crank. Nobody's going to come and touch that, right? So, totally get it. The roaming prepper, your thoughts, my friend?
So I pack my stuff very modular. I think I've told you guys before. My base kit is not super heavy because I'm assuming most of what I do is in my county, work-wise. So to me, first aid kit, a water bottle with a filter, and here's my challenge. The grill would be great, but I live in what's basically a freaking desert. So I need water to filter. That I don't have. So in the back of my truck, I actually have a cooler with bottles of water that just stay there, and I rotate them out. Those would get dumped into my hydration pack or my big ass water bottle, which would then go with me. But first aid kit, the water and snacks. I keep an old ACU camo poncho, which kind of goes to Trent's discussion on because that's kind of shelters / rain gear. One thing I do have that I just leave in there is an extra set of sneakers and socks. Because if I'm in business shoes or I'm in a business meeting for me and I'm wearing like, those slip-on like
loafers.
Shoes, I don't want to walk with those for 2 hours to get home. So the sneakers are going to become what I wear. Redundant, I would have to say I do have a couple of methods of fire. So in an emergency, I could chuck one. The Silcock key is not too big. It's kind of tight. That can go in a pocket. God, I know I have something in there that's not helpful. I guess I have paracord for generic uses, and that if I don't need it, can probably get. Of course, it can also be used to attach more stuff to me, so it's kind of mixed bag. But I know if I'm going on a longer trip, I have pre-packed like modules where this is
awesome.
going with me, and that is my ham radio or my GMRS radio. What's the same thing? A Bufang, the Boof radio, and some other goodies. And then if I'm going even further, I add a drone and a fold-up carbine. So depending on how far away I'm going. But definitely the snacks, the water, the change of shoes for me. But that's my situation. Not everyone has to worry about changing the shoes.
You mentioned a fold-up carbine. Do you have one of those like SU-16 like?
It is actually an SU-16C.
Yeah.
By the way, whoever came up with that name is
cool, man.
Dude, it's very
Always
cool.
wanted one. I was like, that's like the old Henry rifle, like the survive was an AR-7. Yeah, but like evolved kind of. I was like, that's a really cool concept. I mean, yeah, they call it hate, but it's like, well, yeah, it folds up, dude. It's a fucking Daisy 223. I mean, what do you want? But at the end of the day, that's just super cool. Now, some of us, like Mike and I, might not feel entirely comfortable throwing that in the back of the truck these days in the place we live.
Hell no.
He's got a gun.
That's like 14 felonies and
There
New
is
Yorkistan.
there is an option for you guys actually that won't, in theory, shouldn't get you in trouble. The Mossberg MVP.
There's a
bolt
couple
action,
of them.
5-shot mag officially.
Yep.
Now, whether
Yeah.
you happen to magically have other things that you can.
So bolt action has no magazine limits here. So you could theoretically throw a 30 rounder in your bolt action rifle. Semi-automatics, you're restricted.
You're saying we need to figure out a way to make a belt-fed bolt action. I don't know.
I would be tired after a while. I'd be like,
Yeah.
You need some kind of machine to help you. Then they'd call it automatic. That's bullshit. Maybe you could work it with your foot or something like a sewing machine. Okay, we're on to something here. I like that.
So Livingston, man, what are your 3 most important items in your get home bag, and the 3 items that are either redundant or just too much?
All right. I tried to think about this, and I tried to listen to what everybody else said. I'm trying to be a professional here. So when I took my current job, which became my role and / career, like I am what I am where I work, I was told that what you need is a pair of safety-toed shoes, a good pocket knife, and a multi-tool. Those 3 things go with me everywhere I go to this day, 23 years later. I added one, a small flashlight. And what happened was the first thing people asked me was, why do you have a flashlight? And then the second thing people asked me was, can I use your flashlight? So
exactly.
It's true. It's true.
It really is a source of illumination. I don't care what flashlight. I'm not even going to get into specifics. If you have a way to like light up stuff that's dark, you're winning, and it will immediately become apparent not only to you but everyone else, and they'll start doing it too. Things that are like you guys were talking about the things to turn the water on and off. Now, as Mike pointed out, we don't really do that around here. Nobody's running up and trying to steal your water out of the spigot unless they have a 10,000-foot garden hose.
True story.
But I will say that I did go on Amazon and I bought this little kit of security bits from my 1/4-inch driver. You ever see those weird screws that you can't get out? I got one.
Stars. Yeah.
I'm fuck it. I'm gonna call it burglary tools, but not unless I use them for such. But I try to think of ways where I could maybe get into or put myself into places that only I could get. I was like, why saw through the wall when I just calmly take the screws out? Like, I'm coming through, bro. Like, why breach the door when you can simply remove it? So I'll put that up against the little Hitchcock key or whatever you guys called it there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I like the security bit idea.
Yeah.
I $20 got me a kit of like all of them. The little tiny thing fit in your pocket, and you get yourself a 1/4-inch power driver. It's over with.
Yeah.
Stuff that's superfluous. I also like the idea of I also carry a Gore-Tex raincoat with me. That's not only just emergency, keep me dry if it starts raining, but that's literally shelter if you kind of need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it, like I don't know, like everything else, like get this shit away from me. Like sometimes when I'm gonna go out on the job and I got like a bunch of tasks to do, I'll throw a bunch of stuff in a bag and I'll be like, all right, I got this. I got a screwdriver. Tools are, to me, in my line of life, important. A multi-bit screwdriver, like a Klein that can flip over and has a bunch of different bits in it, or something like that. Keep it small but modular, like Pete used the word.
Yeah.
Get try to narrow down where one thing kind of does many things. Like my boonie hat, when I'm not wearing it, is in the top of my backpack as an organizer. It catches all the small shit, stuff like that. But honestly, yeah, like you will find that like the stuff in your pockets is what you need, and the rest of it is going to just piss you off, and you're going to end up being like, "Fuck this, dude."
Yeah. I agree. I really like the security bit idea. Those are fantastic to have because, like you said, who wants to break a door when you might want to lock it behind you, right?
Right.
So, food for thought.
Maybe just the manufacturer thought they were clever and your appliance is broken. They put those proprietary screws in it. You're like, I'm coming, bro. Fuck you.
Yep. That's true on so many levels. The next question, I'm going to break this one into, we're going to go around once with the pros and then once with the cons. What are the 3 survival skills you think everybody should learn first? And I'm going to go with Livingston Man first on this one and then mix it up a little bit. What do you think, Livingston Man? What are the 3 survival skills that people should learn first?
How to set a fire. You gotta know. You just have to know how to light a fire, and not like I just did. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna shit on Bic lighters. We can do ferro rods and all these cool ways to start a fire. But honestly, as a smoker, I have like 2 of these fuckers in my pocket just at all time. They're everywhere. Cigarettes are useless without this. Okay, so it just translates to like I have lighters and stuff. There is no shame in making fire starting easy, but you should also practice the skills to do it without a Bic lighter. In the meantime, fill your pockets and all your little pouches with little Bic minis and just put them all through your whole kit. You just have fire. Okay. Just make it that simple for yourself. But you got to know how to start a fire. And it's more than just, set it on fire. What I should have said is learn how to build a proper fire. And there's different ones that can be used for different reasons. I think also you should learn how to tie at least 5 basic knots that all perform a certain function. You need a square knot, a bowline, a taut line hitch, a clove hitch, and 2 half hitches. If you got those, you can do anything with your rope and you can get it back, because what everybody does is put 10,000 loops in it and tie some fucking bullshit, and then they got to cut 10 feet of their road off every time they want to pack up camp.
That's me. If you can't tie knots, tie lots.
Exactly. Exactly.
How many more do I got? Let's see. That's how you got to know how to fire, and you should have at least a modicum of very basic first aid. In this day and age, just to leave your house, man.
2. That's 2.
That's 2.
Yep. One more. You got how to start a fire and learn some basic first aid.
What, you just missed the whole knots conversation?
Oh, how to tie knots. Okay, yeah, right. You're right. That's 3.
Thank you.
Got him. Vision preparedness. What are the 3 survival skills everybody should learn first?
Number 1 is don't die. So to incorporate and reinforce that, everybody should learn how to shoot a firearm, period. Even if you don't like them, it could save your life or somebody else's you love. That's number 1. Number 2, know how to purify water.
That's a good one.
I don't care if it's mud water. You got to know how to purify it. And number 3 would be learn how to use some type of communication device other than the idiot phones.
The idiot box.
Yes. I don't care what it is.
The Black Mirror. Fantastic starters for everybody. Yeah. Vision. Honestly, great starting points for everybody. Pete, same question. What are the 3 survival skills that everyone should learn first?
You should always learn fundamental first aid. Even if it's not an SHTF. I can't count. I'm sure you guys have had it too. I can't count the number of times I've seen someone cut themselves in a kitchen work site, falls down the stairs, and nobody knows what to do other than call 911. And nowadays, people are stupid. They're videoing and not calling anyone. Basic first aid should be something everyone should know just day to day. Number two, and I do agree with the defensive items and whatnot, but more generically, navigation, the fundamentals of reading a map.
Oh, yeah.
Because GPS goes out, power goes out. It happened during Harvey. Towers went down, and there were parts of the third largest city in America had no GPS and no navigation. But do you know how to use a key map book? Do you know if you go to a truck stop and get a highway map, do you know what the hell it means? Yeah. So map would be number two. I would argue three is probably know how to defend yourself in an ad hoc manner. If someone put hands on you, even if you're a smaller person, a larger person, do you have basic martial arts? Do you understand how to evade somebody? How to get out of a situation, especially in an urban environment? Because somebody's on top of you, may not get a chance to pull anything out. You might have to, go old school and then break contact.
Hands on.
Yeah. And you might have to go hands on. It may be someone stronger than you, so you may want to know enough to make them hesitate so you can retreat. So I would say those three would be something people should consider.
Great advice. And to go with your, know how to use your hands to get somebody off of you. I'd like to challenge everybody out there to find somebody, a friend, a family member who's willing to hold a strike pad for you, one of those big strike pads. And I want you to just go at that thing for 60 seconds. That's it.
Let's nonstop. Ask Irishman what happens when
nonstop for 60 seconds. That's it. All I want you to do is 60 seconds and then tell me, then answer some basic math questions, right? 60 seconds. You are going to find that 60 seconds is one, a lot longer than you think.
Yeah.
And two, the physical exertion is real and it's heavy for 60 seconds. No joke. My three things would be fire, water, and shelter, right? Learn how to make a fire. It could save your life. Learn how to make an improvised shelter. Even if you don't have a tarp or anything like that, learn how to grab some pine boughs and make something to keep you the elements off of you outside of store-bought stuff, right? Learn a little bit of bushcraft and it'll take you a long way. Learn how to, like Pete's issue is finding water. Learn how to source water and how to purify it. I agree wholeheartedly with Vision on that one. And Livingston Man's fire, 100%. Pete's navigation, 100%. If I could pick more than three, I would. Okay, so now the next question, the follow-up, the caveat to that one is, what three survival skills do you guys think receive too much attention? What's the thing that receives too much attention, that people pay too much attention to, and it just doesn't deserve the attention it gets? Oh, Livingston Man was ready and he stopped himself. Livingston Man, you go right ahead. Fire.
To make sure I'm going to articulate, so that's going to take a minute.
He's trying to get his brain right.
For my brother.
Yeah, for me, off the top of my head, I can only think of one, and that's bushcrafting. I mean, it has its place, but I'm not taking a hatchet and going out in the woods and making a log cabin.
Yep.
And before I cut branches and try to make some type of shelter, I'm going to reach in my pack, pull out a tarp, and tie it across some trees and make a shelter and call it done.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with bushcrafting. It's a great skill, but for
100%.
me, I think it's overrated.
With modern, looking at the modern family and things like that, I would have to agree with you. Especially given the bug out plan that I've just unveiled, I definitely agree with you. 4 walls and a roof to 4 walls and a roof. Folks.
Exactly.
So I was kind of going. I was in the vein where Trent went. I'll go with the vehicle culture. Like these people build these like technicals and like these bug out vehicles. I mean, that's awesome, I guess. Except that you just straight up look like a loot drop, bro. Like we set up an ambush for your ass. I see you coming. I hear you coming, and all that wicked shit strapped to the outside of your truck. You getting it, bub. Not like it's, oh man, what you gonna do when there's a tree down in the road and all of a sudden some goons step out the woods? Give me your truck.
Yeah.
Stop with that. You need to be a little more gray, man. I see what you're doing, and I'm not judging anybody who perhaps has one of these things, but should the day come, we're gonna be sitting up on the ridge, definitely judging whether or not to stop you or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, stop spending your money on like car parts and start spending your money on like practical shit.
I think it also depends where you live. So you're out in the country, you're going to see a lot of souped up trucks. You're going to get the granola and mountain types who have the little panels with all their goodies. And you're actually going to be very gray in that community because everyone else has it. Mm-hmm. Now you take that same vehicle and you drive into Manhattan with it, you're going to look weird. Everyone will be like, who the hell is Survival Joe over here? So you kind of got to read the room. But that's a good point because the vehicle will give you away. Don't put a bunch of political stickers and shit on your vehicle because it's just going to attract morons, Yeah.
Whatever you're trying to say, somebody's going to have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Right.
There's always that. Great advice all the way around, man. Great advice all the way around. And for me, I think it's all the folks who are. They say that nuclear war is unsurvivable, right? For some reason, they think if a nuke is detonated in New York, that there is no more New York, right? That New York State is wiped off the mat and everybody dies. Right. That's one that gets me. People think that that's unsurvivable. And I think that the harsh reality for most people is most people are going to survive a nuclear war and have a good chance of survival if they know what to do. Right.
Right. Yep.
So double-edged sword. I think the EMP stuff receives a lot more attention than it should. That's the big one for me.
There you go.
I'll hit that. The EMP.
But
it
guarantees it'll work. But of course, if we actually get EMP'd and it doesn't work, how the hell are you going to claim your receipt?
Exactly. I'll warranty that. All right. So vision preparedness. What are the 3 best preparedness purchases you have ever made?
Guns, and more guns.
That was easy.
My man.
Trent's got an armory. I have nothing to say. I have 0 to say.
I was going to say, yeah, right. My feud make, your garage look, Mm-hmm.
I have stickers. I've run out of stickers and I still have space on that thing.
Yeah.
I'll send you some.
Weapons, whether it be whatever, self-defense tools. I'll put that out there.
I can think of 2.
First aid and know how to use it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And water purification and sourcing. Those are my top 3.
Awesome. Great purchases. 100%. You can't go wrong with any of those. The Livingston man, thoughts?
My favorite pieces of gear, ones that like if I'm gonna go out there and like do some, are definitely coming with me. My modular sleeping bag system, my Texas Bushcraft all-purpose tarp. It's a 10 by 10 heavy duty like nylon tarp, but it's also foil lined on the inside for thermal insulation. E.g., they can't see you with the IR if you're hiding under it. You know what I'm saying? But also, you can turn it backwards. Say you're in a super high like UV or sunlight, you could put the foil side out and reflect that shit and stay cool underneath it. It's really cool tarp. Texas Bushcraft 10x10 tarp. Super cool piece of gear. And my Gerber LMF2 infantry knife, or ASEC knife, I think they call it. We've talked about this knife before. It's got the pommel where you can smash windows out. It's a tool. It's not for fighting. It's for chopping, smashing, bushcrafting. Those three things like basically always go with me if I am intending to stay away from the house outside.
Okay.
All right.
So the best purchases?
Yeah.
Shoot.
I know if you got enough stuff, man, it's a tough one.
Man,
That was a tough. I got shit.
That is a loaded, because you being the four of us, you know, I could think of 20 different scenarios, and one is like, no, the solar generator. Oh no, zombies, that's useless. Never mind, 12 gauge shotgun. You know,
Yeah.
I could be a smart ass and say, you know, my bourbon smoker, because I mean, applies to all situations. But
All right.
no, honestly, I have an assortment of different pocket knives that I keep scattered around the house. I'm talking Gerbers, Kershaws, something you spend a little money on, you get something good. The knives, having a good knife / utility tool in general, never a bad purchase. Definitely my selection of sidearms, specifically the two I carry. And I know I can sell them and make money off of the original purchase price. Oh man, this is a bugger. I could think of things like a good backpack, but honestly, good first aid kits, which I do need to update now that you brought it up.
Yeah,
So getting to that point where I got to go through them and refresh goodies.
I thought about mentioning my backpack, but then if I use the backpack, then that would remove a slot for me to talk about what I might put in the backpack. I mean, it was I got to pick three. Christ, that's gonna.
Yeah,
You can't, man. I need
three. Well, the three that you think might be the best. Your top three.
That's probably. I'm gonna go with one of my backpacks. I have these Spec Ops brand. Has anybody ever heard of those?
Mm-hmm.
Pete from Texas.
The which ones?
It's called Spec Ops brand. I'm not sure they're even still in business.
I've heard of them. I have never seen one.
It's super over-engineered, heavy-duty, lifetime unconditional warranty.
Really?
They're like, if you break it, it gets blown up, destroyed in war. They just want you to see them. They just want to know what happened to it, and they'll give you a new one. Like the belt, I have a belt from them. It's basically a fucking seat belt that goes around your waist. And I've had the thing. I've never needed a new belt in my life. I've had it for 15 years. It still acts the same. It's just a chunk of nylon with a buckle sewn to it. Boy, I probably should have mentioned the belt. I mean, Christ, I can't even walk around without a belt on.
I think that's one of the most underappreciated prep items. I actually have several.
It's an underappreciated life item. You see these fucking guys out here? It's called a belt and suspenders, bro. Pull your fucking
what
pants.
You don't want to see the
see your whole ass. How come I can see your whole ass? It's called a belt or suspenders, brohemoth. Please at least shave that if you're going to show it off.
Say no to crack. Say no to the crack, even if it's the butt crack.
I knew a dude. Man. I knew a dude. The homie would not wear a belt. Kept showing a whole ass at work, and the bro walked up to him.
As opposed to a
Expandifoam, that extreme gap filler.
Oh my god!
Filled the crack. Filled the crack with shit.
Yeah, hit it with some caulk.
Hey, you walking around like that.
WD-40.
It's a fucking building code violation, bro.
WD-40, man. I have killed wasps and repelled the cat with WD-40.
I see you in the apocalypse with your hairy ass hanging out. I'm filling the gap. All right?
I'm telling you. Oh, God.
Oh my
Yeah, we
lord!
went from
What am I gonna
survival
all right,
areas
all
to
right.
mud
I don't know.
cracks.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh lord. Well, I had 3 favorites, but now they're gone.
God.
Oh,
Look, we made it a whole 35 minutes into the live stream before we went off the rails.
okay.
It's got to be a record for the 4
Yep.
of us.
It
You know how
is.
hard this was for me.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go with
Loretta.
vacuum sealer. Vacuum sealer is one of my best.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with the Psionics Aurora. To be able to see in the dark when nobody else can is a huge advantage. Well, I'm not going to say nobody else can, but most people can't. Some night vision, and the Grail. I've used that thing in some really shitty places and did just fine. So it's
They work.
I've battle tested it, and
Has the link for Grail.
and me and Trent, I believe,
Both
we
of you
both
guys.
have a Grail link. I don't think there's even a description section in this video. It might
No,
just
no,
say
that's fine. I'll get
subscribe
it
to.
down.
Yeah,
Trent
send
has
it to
Get
Trent.
one from Mike.
No, go to Trent.
No.
I'll flip a coin, and whoever wins is the God Order.
Heads down.
Sold. Tails never fails. I choose tails. So
Never mind. I'm over this.
let's go. Well, let's stick with the rule of 3s. What are the 3 most dangerous myths in preparedness, in your opinion?
Ooh. Okay. I got one.
Okay.
Ooh, let's each
You
do
don't
one.
buy gear from my website, you're going to die.
That's why I was laughing.
That's all I got. I got nothing else.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Why do those channels always have the meth look? I mean, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Because they're
I don't have
like,
enough bug eyes.
They're like Charlie Day when he's got the cigarette and he's got the red strings.
Charlie Day made more sense though.
Oh man.
All right.
God.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Myths. What do you call
Yeah.
them?
The survival myths. There's a lot of you hear a lot of bad advice in preparedness. What are some of the myths that people hold on to that are
I'm gonna channel
extremely
my
dangerous?
inner 125 here, and the myth that all you gotta do is keep dumping bleach in your water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
that'll make you sick. And if you use
Wrong
call that?
bleach.
Yeah, the wrong type of bleach, not just bleach.
Straight
You stuff
chlorine
with-
bleach.
Yeah, then you may as well just drink formaldehyde and have some.
The most
fun.
deadly mistake you could make is doing anything that I ever said.
God,
Uh,
prepper myths. Well, I think I covered this on another video when with the 4 of us is sticking a tampon in a wound.
That's what I'm
Because it's meant to absorb blood, not to clot it.
Mhm.
You're
correct.
better off sticking, like cutting a
Your
sleeve
finger.
off your t-shirt and stuffing it in there with dirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the bacteria you could deal with a few days later.
Right.
You bleed out, then that's
You did.
antibiotics don't work when you die.
No, they don't.
But that one also, that everything will collapse immediately and the
Yeah.
same way everywhere. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think what our friend Jason, for instance, would experience in Manhattan
Oh God.
would be
Vastly different from
different.
what we see just 200 miles away,
Absolutely.
right?
And-
Vastly different.
And you guys would have to prepare for people arriving. But think about it. Look what happened in 9/11. All those people tried to get out like 4 bridges that were available. And
Yeah.
that's not going to be, they're not just going to poof, million people. It's going to be a trickle. What Trent and I would see is totally different.
Right.
Absolutely.
That,
No, we
so that's
up
a
here
myth.
we fully expect to see a mass exodus from the city, either on foot, on train, via vehicle and bicycle and freaking mopeds. they have no choice, right?
But think about
The idea
it.
is to use chainsaws to like drop telephone poles and just make a impenetrable, like can't come this way. Somebody had pointed out, like, don't just go ahead and ask Livingston Man for directions. And the slogan's going to be, can't get there from here. Back, let's go. Out. Area denial is a
Yes.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Anyone who's military knows what that means. Is that you create a no man's land or a place that's so difficult that you use it to funnel people through a controlled entrance and exit. These are bigger picture things. This is not post collapse, but you'll find yourself like wondering about this kind of thing when it's happening collapse. You'd be like, yo, well, whatever still works, like there's just traffic streaming north. Me and Mike could be like, so how we blocking them off? Where do we want them to go versus where do we not want them to go?
Livingston Man, when you and I went on the adventure to go to the path of totality for the solar eclipse.
Tell them the story. I know what you're going to
So
tell.
we were in traffic, like thick traffic, way up in the high peaks of the Adirondacks, bumper to bumper, 20 miles an hour on a 2-lane expressway. Right, this is the North Way, the way to Canada, and bumper to bumper traffic. And there's still people. Everybody's going someplace to have a good time. We're going to see this celestial event, and everybody's in a good mood, going someplace to see this thing, and they're excited about it, right? Yet people are still flying past everybody on the shoulder. People are still getting into fender benders. People are still being assholes.
Yeah.
So this was a celebration of a celestial event.
Yeah.
And I looked at Livingston Man and I said, could you imagine if this was people running for their lives? Wow. This would be complete and total bedlam.
And I'll be honest with you, I'd be shocked if it was that bad, not like, oh, evacuate hurricane, more like death. Everyone flee.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if 30% of the people actually made it out of the city.
100%.
I know that sounds dark. Look at what happened during, I don't know if you guys saw this, a Hurricane Ike, right after Katrina, before Harvey. We had this one that wound up turning at the last minute and beat the crap out of Louisiana again and didn't touch us. People tried to flee and going north from Houston to a city called the Woodlands, which is about it. Normally it's from downtown Houston, it's about an hour drive, not a big deal. It was taking people 12 hours to make that 1 hour drive. They were breaking down on the road, running out of gas. My friend got stuck for 2 hours, said, screw it, went on the grass, went home. He said, I'd rather have the apocalypse at the house than in the highway.
Yeah.
And that was with cops, National Guard, all these people out there hurting. If it was chaos, especially a place like New York City, I'd be shocked if a lot of them got out. Like, the bedlam would be so bad in the vicinity of the city, you'd get the leftovers. Yeah. Honestly, I really think at a couple hours, 2-3 hours away, especially limited ability to drive, they'd be running out of gas trying to get out of the city. Half of them don't own cars.
Our trip up north, which to us, we went to the Adirondack region.
Yeah.
Yep.
To the edge of it. And it was like fucking Woodstock on wheels, dude. Like, you knew that everyone around you was going to points north to witness the darkest, coolest eclipse possible. And then Mike also noticed another thing. He noticed that everybody was flying by wire with the GPS fucking Google Maps. Yep. And it would say, hey, to save time, take this right and get off here. And it said it, and Mike was like, nope, we're going to stay the course. He's like, watch. And everybody did what he was. It became predictable. You started to be able to know what motherfuckers were going to do because of what your cell phone did.
Yep.
It was
exactly.
wild. It's crazy.
So not only did it block the GPS block the main highway, it pushed so many people off onto the back roads that they were completely and totally impassable. Anything within reach of the highway was impassable because it was trying to route traffic around the slowdown. Just the algorithm doing its thing and creating a bigger problem than it knew what to do with. It knew it was congested. It knew the speed limit was 65 miles an hour, and it knew that everybody in front of me was going 25 miles an hour. So we got to get some people off of this road to break up the congestion. And it would tell everybody simultaneously. It automatically selects a quicker route for you now. And if you don't tap a button to turn that off, it will automatically do it and then just route you off the next exit. And it did, onto a single lane back road, Route 9.
It was incredible. Like the entire traffic grid became predictable. Like we could literally know what everybody was going to do.
And it's because you guys were paying attention, being who we are.
Yep.
We're like, did you notice this pattern?
He doesn't need the GPS.
Yeah. Yeah, I could drive there blindfolded.
Well, during that evacuation, everyone was trying to go north and west from Houston. Well, the hurricane had already was coming up the coast, right? And I'm like, hurricanes don't do a 180. They won't go straight back south toward Mexico. Like once it turns up, it's going to hit Texas or Louisiana. It's going to do something up there. So we went south. My wife's godfather lives, in a ranch right off the border. And we called him. We're like, can we go camp out in your guest house? He's like, yeah, if you can make it. That whole trip took me 8 hours. Normally it's 6. That wasn't bad. My friend trying to go 1 hour drive north took him 6 hours, and he gave up and went home. So, knowing the patterns of people, actually, to y'all's point, you see all the lemmings go to the left. You may want to stop for a second and go, that's a lot of people over there. Maybe I want to watch what the hell's happening before I make a call.
Exactly.
Bad Bobber. So on the GeoPress, you get 50 gallons of purified drinking water before you need to change. Now, that can vary depending upon how contaminated or dirty the water you're purifying is. Yeah. With an Ultra Press, which is the smaller one, I think it's 16.9 ounces. Yep. That one, I think it's like 40-ish gallons that you get out of that one before it's all said and done and you need to change the filter. Replacement filters are $20, Trent, or 25?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, get them on sale whenever you can. It's, in my opinion, it's not enough filtered water, but for point A to B, if you need to get clean, potable drinking water, it is the fastest, most efficient way. There are other methods that I will be doing a video on very, very soon that I want to bring to everybody's attention. There's a new little gadget out for water purification. And I might have to take it to the water guy and see what he has to say about it. Because I got one of those.
Nice.
Make friends, folks. Make friends. Talk to your neighbors. My final question for everybody is if you could only keep 3 pieces of survival equipment, what ones do you choose?
Ooh.
I think these guys don't even want to answer, Pete. They straight up left.
I'm telling you. I think
you're on the hot seat.
We're gonna need to do a potty break at the half-hour mark. Do an intermission like the old like the old theaters.
Yeah.
So 3 pieces of
what we need is commercial breaks for LNV logistics. That's
what
it's from our sponsor,
Livingston Man. We'll get on it.
So 3 pieces of equipment that you want with you.
3 pieces. You can only keep 3 pieces of survival gear. What 3 pieces are you keeping?
Oh, that's a tough.
Is this a new question, or are we still on?
This is a new one. If you could keep 3 pieces of survival gear, what 3 pieces would you keep?
Definitely a knife/tool of some type. I'm assuming we have normal clothes, boots, not like something silly like, oh, I need pants. Yeah, I'm assuming.
Nope. You woke up naked and you got to grab 3 things and
It
go.
sounds like 28 days later, you wake up in a
pants, shirt, and boots.
robe,
See ya.
butt showing, and
Condoms,
no,
handcuffs, and an ugly knife. Yeah.
that sounds like a bad trip to like Thailand or something.
Yeah, exactly. 3
This is my philosophy: is make yourself repugnant. Nobody wants to fuck with you.
Repugnant, man. I haven't heard that word in a very long time, sir.
Yeah.
It is absolutely valid. If you go and roll in garbage and then put a tarp and hide in the trash, nobody's going to want to go near you. They'll be like,
No.
I have philosophized the gray man concept to genius level, where it's just become like this stinking fucking piss soaked homeless guy that like nobody has any fucking patience, time, or energy to deal with. Like, fine, leave me alone. Thank you.
You guys have seen John Wick, right?
Yep.
The Bowery guys.
The Bowery King. Yeah. Those dudes are invisible because they're the ultimate gray man.
Yeah.
Yep.
But 3 pieces of equipment: shoot, knife. Well, it depends where I am, but generically speaking, a knife or some kind of tool such as that. First aid kit, definitely, because I'm probably going to get hurt at some point. And I'm somewhere between the third item being a pew or poncho. And I'm kind of struggling, so I'd have to defer on that third one, because the pew would be great, but if I'm getting rained on, the gun does me no good.
Yeah,
I'm going to get hypothermia. So
it does bring maintenance and feeding issues. You need it doesn't just
weight.
work on its own. Yeah.
Not if you have a G17 or a G19 that they shoot underwater.
He's got them space rockets. He's got them fucking James Bond shooting space guns. Because Ohio, everybody.
A plasma rifle and 40 kilowatt range. Sorry, buddy. Only what we have on the gun.
Oh,
and the fact that all of you knew my reference means we're all old.
Oh,
yeah. No,
the Livingston man. You can only keep 3 pieces of your survival equipment. What are you choosing?
All right. I'll go here. 3 pieces of my survival gear. I'm taking a Bic lighter. Now we're allowed to have the clothes and shoes on our selves.
Yeah. But you can only keep 3 pieces of your survival equipment. Right. What are you taking?
I'm taking my Bic lighter, my Camel filters, my Pabst Blue Ribbon, and
hope he makes it home. And if not, that's okay.
The story will tell itself from here.
Wow.
History will tell my story. He walked out there with a pack of cigarettes,
I'll
a lighter.
Tell you what, if I happen to be up in New York State when the zombies show up, you're going to find Mr. Livingston and I in a damn liquor store with everything barred up, a 12 gauge on the roof, just sitting there antagonizing everyone passing by.
Absolutely. The peasants thought that manor lord shit was a joke. That was the introduction. Okay.
Yeah.
Bottle of vodka, a drink, or a Molotov cocktail. You decide.
A true federalist aristocracy of us, by us, for us, and fuck you. See what I'm gonna do?
Tell me how you really feel.
Just
so Trent, your thoughts? What are the 3 pieces of survival equipment? If you could only keep 3, what are the 3 that you're keeping?
First of all, it would have to be a med kit. That's you got to have it. And what goes hand in hand with a med kit would be a weapon, a pistol of whatever sorts. I don't care if you got a shotgun slung over your shoulder. And my number 3 would have to be, oh my God, something to make a fire with.
Yeah.
Whether
Fire
it be a
starting
lighter,
device.
ferro rod,
Vodka matches.
matches, whatever.
See, sorry. Now I've gone
mezcal,
off the
Pete.
rails.
Mezcal
Gone
burns.
off the rails with this Livingston guy over here. Now we're both being
Mezcal will burn forever.
Yeah, that's a tough question, but good.
For me, it would be the tarp, a single wall stainless steel container, and cordage. I can make a fire with the cordage. I need the pot to at least boil water, and I need the shelter or I'm toast in a couple of hours with the storms and crap we've been having around here. It goes from 96 to 70 real quick, and the wind will get you.
That'll get you, man. All right, so this is a thing that can happen to you even when it's hot out in the dead of summer, is that it can be 100 degrees. You get fucking rained on and get soaking wet, and then that wind starts kicking up. You can get cold real fast. All of a sudden, what just happened is you experienced a 40-degree temperature difference.
Right.
And the dead of summer, and you can still like become like disabled by this, what now feels to be very cold. It's a thing.
Prayers for Cat Lady in the hospital. Her sister is here this evening. Thank you so much for popping in. Please send our best wishes to Cat Lady. We want her up and out of there ASAP. I hope she is on the mend and on the right track to blow in that pop stand as soon as humanly possible. So prayers for Cat Lady.
A hospital in America is not a place you want to find yourself unless it's one of like, I don't know, 3 flagship hospitals. The rest of them, you're like, oh boy, here I go. Gotta get out of here. I'd rather go to jail, actually.
I do see that I'm getting chewed up in the comments here just a little bit because I didn't choose the knife. I get it. I'll do my damnedest. I'll use that paracord to saw through stuff,
Right.
It's so hard to get basic equipment down to 2 or 3 items.
It really is. It really is.
I mean, we do that for the sake of the discussion, but really, I mean, they're just, and we're all going to pack differently because we're all in different places.
Absolutely.
And I think that's an important lesson, if you think about it, is you need to pack for you. Only you know what your area circumstances are.
Yeah.
Just because, McMuffin up in Calgary or wherever the hell that potato is thinks, oh no, you should have, no, you go put 2 kettlebells in your backpack. They're 70 pounds. Go walk around with that.
Yeah.
Right. And when you have a backache and gas, you can come home and take it off and decide never to do that again.
Exactly.
Know what your capabilities are, what your area is. I mean,
100%. 100%. Area study.
Yeah. And, establish the baseline. What you want to do here, I don't know who's new here, but maybe you are. All right. So establish the baseline. There are essentials, but then there is so much more thought and planning has to go into it. Just to Pete's point, just because what's going to work for me in a different geographical location with a different climate and a different set of circumstances does not dictate that that's going to work for you. Just because I tune my guitar a certain way doesn't mean that we play the same and that's relevant for you. Yeah. You have to really personalize this and kind of at once take in the community assessment, but at the same time say, no, that's not going to work for me. I got to do it my way. And hell or high water, you'll find out. And this is why what Mike would say is that you got to take your stuff out and test it and see if it works for you.
Exactly.
And don't be ashamed to Livingston's point, and this is super important, I think, because I always do this, right? My ego's like, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. No. Don't be afraid to fail. If you try your stuff and you go out with your kit and you come back and go, oh my, holy crap, that backpack sucks. You know what? Use it for something else. Give it to one of the kids in the neighborhood who needs a pack, maybe short on money, and improve. every failure you have is an opportunity to learn how to do it better.
That's right.
Pete, we don't fail around here. We learn.
Yes.
Learn valuable lessons, right?
Yes.
Yes. There's no shame in camping near your car when you're trying out new gear. If the gear fails, fall back to the vehicle. Figure out what went wrong the next morning, and learn from your mistakes. Otherwise, we're doomed to repeat them, right?
Yep.
So,
failure in a controlled environment is called learning. Failure in an uncontrolled environment is called dying. And number one rule is don't do that.
amen. Donald, lots of water, buddy. Flush yourself with water. Soon enough, I did put a poll up. So totally go vote in the poll in the community group. What are we going to hit? Oh, look, now we're buffering everywhere.
Yep, we are.
Love that. On my high-speed internet, the router is right there. We are hardwired to this bad mamma jamma. And we're frozen. What happened?
You're back.
Nothing.
No, it's back. You're back.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys. YouTube's not a big fan, and Kathy Hochul could cut the power here in New York at any time, so we're at the mercy of the Wicked Witch of Buffalo. God be with all New Yorkers.
Leaders for the win.
Yeah. I appreciate every single one of you for being here and investing your most valuable resource with us tonight, your time. Thank you so much for being here.
Right up there somewhere.
Yeah. Livingston Man would appreciate it if you hit the money button. Scott Hummer says it's the sunspot. It's go time. It's go time. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll hit us with just a little bit of music to take us out of here. Y'all know what it is. Oh, let's see. Come here. I gotta hit the button. Hit the button. There it is. It's the OG.
You got to remind them what tomorrow is, boss.
Oh, it's We All Gonna Die Wednesday all freaking day long. So please be extremely careful in your travels. And good Lord willing, me and the Livingston Man will catch you tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. EST. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for joining us, folks. 4 Horsemen, and we out of here.
It's the 4 Horsemen Podcast. Say it once, let the name hit back. 4 voices, 1 raw broadcast. If you came for the smoke, we passed that. 4 Horsemen ride. Oh, 4 Horsemen ride. Yeah, oh. Keys strike like a gavel when the facts come down. Every angle on the table, spin the whole thing round. We don't chase trends, we expose those scripts. Put the pressure on the line till the surface splits. Big talk at the bar, now it's live on air. If it shakes your beliefs, that's the price of fair. From the grind to the grief to the wins we stack. Cross the line, press play, ain't no turning back. Yeah, this the 4 Horsemen Podcast. Say it once, let the name hit back. 4 voices, 1 raw broadcast. If you came for the smoke, we passed that. 4 Horsemen ride. Oh, 4 Horsemen ride. 4 mics live, 4 minds wide, walking calm, leaving spot. Clench fists on the truth, we connect like a chain. Got the crowd leaning in for the clash of the brains. Every take heavy, every word on flame. If you scared of the storm, better guard your frame. Steel string swing, let the bass line growl. We dissect, redirect, call a fear out loud. From the myths to the markets, all masks come off. When the horsemen ride in, fake thrones get tossed. Yeah, this the 4 Horsemen Podcast. Say it once, let the name hit back. 4 voices, 1 raw broadcast. If you came for the smoke, we passed that. 4 Horsemen ride. Oh, 4 Horsemen ride. Yeah, oh. Keys strike like a gavel when the facts come down. Every angle on the table, spin the whole thing round. We don't chase trends, we expose those scripts. Put the pressure on the line till the surface splits. Big talk at the bar, now it's live on air. If it shakes your beliefs, that's the price of fair. From the grind to the grief to the wins we stack. Cross the line, press play, ain't no turning back. Yeah, this the 4 Horsemen Podcast. Say it once, let the name hit back. 4 Apocalypse now, 4 horsemen riding dirty. Death on the left, keep the Glock sturdy. Famine in the kitchen, hunger like a beast. War paint ready, unleash the inner beast. Pestilence drop, spread fear in the streets. Disease hit the block, no doc can compete. Horseman information, skies turning black. Future looking bleak, no turning back. 4 horsemen riding on the edge of night. Chaos in the wake, no end in sight. 4 horsemen bringing dark to the light. End days want to get ready for the fright. Death smirking, souls counting in the tally. Coffins on standby, final ride in the alley. War ain't a game, got the war drum stumping. Battalion on the move, always be something. Famine hit the block, food vanish in the mist. Empty pots, empty bellies, can't even twist. Pestilence lingering, bodies hit the floor. Disease knocking at the door, can't ignore.